So I haven't posted about jobs in a while, but I've been getting a bunch of comments on a job video I posted, so I'm going to talk about it again because I have a bunch of notes and I've just been so busy with school. I have not been here very much. So, job interviews. Job interview etiquette is really important, and I think there are a lot of little like unspoken things you can do and a lot of things you can do to prepare for interviews that make you much more likely to succeed. So I'm just going to go over a few of those things, and some of these are different for in-person or virtual. So for example, if you're in person and it's not the end times of COVID, definitely shake their hand and make eye contact while you're shaking their hand. If you can, stand up when they come into the room, always make eye contact. That's very important. It shows that you're engaged and you care and you're professional and you can maintain like professional contact. If you are in person, show up 5 minutes early. If you are not 5 minutes early, you are late. If you are on Zoom, I always show up like 2 minutes early. I test my technology the day before. Make sure you don't have to download anything. That is not a fun situation to be in. I'm aware this doesn't work for some types of jobs, so use your best judgment here, but always, if applicable, bring a copy of your own resume, or if it's virtual, you can bring it up on the screen. It's okay to have that in front of you. Sometimes they'll like want to take it from you, but otherwise you have notes and you can point to specific things and you don't have to keep it all in your brain, because I find that really stressful during an interview when it's already high pressure. In addition to this, if it's in person and you're practicing beforehand, write out all of the answers to major interview questions. I was just trying to brainstorm some, like, tell me about yourself. What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? How do you manage multiple projects at the same time? How well do you work under pressure? How do you stay organized? Tell me about a time you've had to deal with a difficult person, you had to make them happy. Tell me about a time you went above and beyond, stuff like that. Write down those answers, and if you are virtual, write them down in bullet point format and have them on your screen. Be sure to put them in the center of your screen so you're not like staring at space, but it's okay to have those up. They can't see your screen. It's good to have notes so you know what you're talking about. Always test your technology beforehand. Always check your background. Make sure it's not going to be noisy. If it is, mute yourself while they're talking. Totally fine. Okay, and this is my biggest tip, and I know that people do this, but I think you need to go further, and it is asking questions. So always go into an interview knowing that you are interviewing them as much as they are interviewing you. You need to decide if you want to work here, if this is a person that you want to spend X amount of hours a week with, if this is a company that you want to give your body's limited labor to so they can make money. Come prepared with questions, and they don't just have to be like the standard boring questions. Also, controversially, I think it's okay to ask about pay if you're speaking with a recruiter or at your like second interview. I think you should know how much you're getting paid for the job that you're interviewing for. It's also okay to pepper those questions throughout the interview so you're not just asking them all at once, so it feels more like a conversation because you are interviewing them as much as they are interviewing you. Finally, stalk the interviewer on LinkedIn, stalk the company, and always come with a question relevant to like a recent news article or a project the interviewer specifically has worked on so they know that you've done your research.